I'm being a little bit tricky. I'm streaming to Facebook and Instagram at the same time. Who knows if this is going to work? It may work, it may not work. It's all good, everything is perfect. I wanted to jump in here to say hello. It's been a little while since I have done a live, and on Instagram, hello to you all. This is my very first live, so this is really exciting for me. I wanted to jump on to tell you a little bit about my 4-week inclusion and diversity mentoring program. Well, it's kind of like mentoring and it's also part coaching as well. So I just wanted to share some of those things. Who's it for? What's it about? What's involved in it? All the things. So that's kind of what I came on to do today. So pretty much what this 4-week program is for, it's for business owners and entrepreneurs who are feeling that they want to be more inclusive in their businesses. They're maybe not sure of what they don't know. You don't know that you're not being inclusive, or you don't know you're being exclusive, but you would like to just guarantee that you're being as inclusive as you can in your business. It's also for people who kind of feel the call that they want to make a stand through their business on things like racism or any other form of discrimination. But there's that inkling of fear that comes through that says, you know, I want to be respectful and I want to be appropriate, but how do I actually do that through my business? I'm not sure if what I say is okay or is offensive or is going to cause harm. And so what I can do is provide that guidance to making sure you are being respectful, you are being inclusive, and you are doing it in the most appropriate and respectful way you can. There are certainly things to do with allyship that are like broad topics or broad kind of concepts or ideas, things like amplification of voices and things like that, which lots of people know and have heard about, but they don't actually know what that translates to. What does that actually mean in business, or mean for you as an individual who is speaking up and supporting marginalized people? How does that look in your business? This is where it can be confusing, because we feel that want to be inclusive. We feel like that is something we want to be part of, and it's definitely a world that we want to be creating, being more inclusive. But what does that actually mean in terms of action? What does that actually mean in terms of your business and how you show up? So that's certainly a program that I can help you through that. So it's 4 weeks. And what that 4 weeks is at the start of the week, I will provide some form of training, and you will go through that training and it will be in video form, similar to this. And you just listen to that training. You can go and do your whatever meditative practice you do, however you like to process new things for you. You go and do that with that material, that training I have provided. Then at the end of the week, I come and I'll do a 1-hour live coaching session with you. And in that session, that's where you can gain that real clarity of what the training was about, the deeper understanding, but also you can ask questions that are directly related to your specific circumstance in business or your particular situation in business, and get answers directly from me through that space. And that will go over that for 4 weeks. The next intake of this program is going to be on, we start on the 8th of March. So I'm running one at the moment. We are in week 3 at the moment of the one I'm running. And the participants in there are absolutely amazing. The businesses are phenomenal, and they are loving it. They are really getting a lot out of it. They're really enjoying the process. And like I said, sometimes it's just you needing that further clarity of how to actually do this in business, how to show up. And that's certainly what I do through my mentorship. Now, the 4-week program that I'm doing. And at the end of it, we go through a lot of different things. So what I might do is I'll go through everything that's included in the 4-week program, and then at the end of it, you walk away with a 3 month at least, 3 month action plan of what you can do in your business. And it's not hard steps. These are easy little steps that you can do that feel comfortable for you to take. You know, you might be stretching a little bit and sticking your toe out, but I'm not asking you to do things that you're fearful of. I'm supporting you and coaching you to doing things that feel aligned for you, for your business, for your soul, and to show up in that way that feels fulfilling and satisfying to you, that also contributes to your want and your vision of creating that inclusive world. So I will go through quickly what is included in the actual program, the actual modules themselves. So before we even begin, you'll have access to 3 modules, and they are inclusion and business culture. So in that space, we look at the actual culture of your business. And I know a lot of people may feel a bit confused about, what do you mean the culture in my business? But everything is culture. And if you are marginalized in some way, in particular around maybe race or your culture, you understand how everything is culture. So I can teach you, look at your business through those eyes of understanding the culture of it, and then knowing that you have the power to change it if you do want to. The next one is inclusive action in business. So this is actually taking the steps, but not just being told what to do. It's about knowing your situation, what you stand for, and where you kind of know or feel you fit in this conversation of this change that you want to be creating, or this inclusion that you want to be creating. And it needs to feel completely aligned with you. There is no point in me coming and saying, okay, we'll do this in business, because if it doesn't feel right for you, it just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. So it's about knowing you, knowing your business, bringing everything that you are, all your story with you, and then let's working with that and finding out what is the best, most effective action for you. The next one, the third one that you'll do before we even start the 4 weeks, is unlearning and learning. And this is just understanding that there is a difference between that learning and unlearning, and where that can show up in your life, and having that greater awareness of that. So they're not difficult. They are literally training videos. Me just talking to you like this. You don't have to do anything from them. Just watch them and absorb them, and contemplate them, and consider some of the things and the concepts that I have brought up in them. So nothing through this whole process is going to be difficult. You are completely supported by me online, energetically, and it's going to be fun. It's meant to be fun. Like I want you, even though we may be talking about some things like that are really quite unnerving, like oppression and some of the systems that kind of stop people from living their potential, all these kinds of things, people being excluded, people feeling rejected and like they don't belong, not being valued, all that kind of stuff. But we don't have to sit in that. We can understand this is a part of it. But then let's look at the bigger vision. What is the vision of what we want to be creating? What is the world that we want to have? What is the change that we want to be facilitating and encouraging in the world? And then coming from that space, go, look, that's so beautiful, that's so lovely, that feels so wonderful to me, and I would love to have a world that's more like that. Okay, let's harness that energy and put that energy into the actions that you're taking. And then when we get into week 1, module 1, we are looking at the inclusive calling. So this is basically you really acknowledging that you've been called to do this. You feel that you want to be inclusive. You want to make a stand on a particular cause or topic that supports marginalized people advancing in some way or being supported in some way. The inclusion of them in our society, in our systems, in all places, their voices being heard, their voices being valued and cherished. So that is understanding more about you, your values, and how you are reflecting those into your business, and understanding where your focus is. Because when we can really understand what's really truly important to you, not the whole span of I just want inclusion. Let's look at something really specific and focus your energy on something, and that's where we can really start to make headway and make real impact and difference through your business and through you speaking up or showing up in a way that's supportive or as an ally in these things. Module 2, in week 2, we're talking about status quo shake-up. So this is a fun one. This is one where we can really just release all the expectations we have on us as individuals, as businesses, through society and through our business networks, that we can just drop them. We can just pretend they don't exist. And then we can start recreating our businesses in ways that really align with us, that make sense with us. So it's like we are looking at, okay, these are all of the people that belong in my niche. And I believe in niching, but quite often businesses exclude quite a bit of their niche because of the way we have been conditioned to speak and behave in business and show up in business. So I talk about inclusion of every single person in your niche. So this means you are going to have business growth. This means you are going to have more people attracted to your business, and because you are making a stand in your business, people are going to be more loyal and want to jump on your vision and support you in creating that vision too. So what we do is we go, okay, these are the things that are, we're going to release them, and now we're going to look at everyone who's in our niche. What do they need? Let's create our business in a way that aligns with them, in a way that makes sense for them and makes them feel included, makes them feel like they're safe to come and be with me in my business, in our business community, all that kind of beautiful stuff. That's week 2 that we do. We move into week 3, which is module 3, and that is unconscious players and privilege. So in that one, we really look at the unconscious biases that we have, some of our unconscious conditioning, either through our family lines. It could be through society, it could be through our business networks or business culture that we have. We really have a look at them, and then we understand, look at what's ours. Are they our stories? Are they our beliefs? Where did they come from? How do they sit with me? Do they align with me? Are they true? Are they real? What is a story that I truly believe in, or what's a belief that I truly believe in? Because quite often we can have conscious beliefs and things that we believe to be true consciously, but then we have these stories that are kind of hidden in our unconscious that don't align with those belief systems. And that's where you have like this split energy where you're feeling confusion, you're feeling anxiety, you're not sure what to do, and it just doesn't feel nice. So when we can really identify those unconscious things coming up for us, we can consciously choose what we want to have in those businesses, consciously choose the beliefs and how we want to be showing up. Then we have our power, and that is a beautiful thing. That is a powerful thing, and the things that we can create with that, when we know exactly where some things come from, and even if it's so deeply embedded, it may take a little bit more than the 4 weeks to get rid of those things. That's not the big thing. The big thing is you have an awareness. And when you can become aware of those things and then go, okay, I'm having this thought going through my mind, how do I actually feel about it? And then the ability to question it, that's a beautiful thing. That is something that will be so powerful, keeps coming, powerful in your business. Powerful is the word, okay? And then we have week 4, which is module 4, which is where we kind of string everything, pull everything together into a beautiful bow, and we create your inclusion action plan for your business. And so this will be at least 3 months worth of actions that you can take in your business. And it can be across social media, it can be through your copy, it could be through doing lives or in-person stuff, but it will be dependent on your business, what your service or product is, and how you want to show up. So having that plan can be so helpful, because it's not like big, bold, crazy things where you're saying really controversial statements, or you're trying to cause create shock kind of thing to change people's minds or anything. It's not about that. It's about how you show up in an aligned way for you, that also is aligned with your business and your brand, that makes you feel that fulfillment, that you are contributing in some way to creating a world that you want to be living. You're contributing to the vision for what you want to have in the world. Because if you're anything like me, you're not satisfied with the way things are. And so let's change this, and we can do it together, absolutely. So that is the 4 modules. This is really great if you're just not sure what to do or say. Oh my goodness, a fly has landed on the camera of that live. Oh, how interesting how the universe works, right? It's a little bit of a giggle for us all. So that is essentially what it is. If you don't know what to do or say in your business, but you want to be making a stand, you want to be a more socially conscious business, you are a heart-centered business, you believe in equality and people being treated fairly, and the freedom to self-expression, and the freedom to be your authentic self and not have that fear of being discriminated against. If those are the things that you believe in, and you want to make sure that's been expressed through your business, and you want to show your support for marginalized people through your business, this is certainly a program for you. Absolutely a bazillion % for you to be part of it. And I would lovingly and warmly invite you to be part of it. Absolutely. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to DM me or PM me or message me, whatever you call it on the platform. Any questions at all, I'm happy just to have a chat. We can even set up a 15-minute call to see if it fits for you. The program this round is, we're currently sitting at early bird price of $999 Australian dollars, and that is available for the next 8 days. So you have just over a week to consider being part of this program. Ask me any questions you want, and that's at the early bird price, and then it goes up just over $200 after that to 1,200 Australian dollars. So I really hope that this is something that resonates with you, and I'm so excited to be welcoming you into the program if you feel it's something that aligns for you and feels good for you. So I'm sending you so much love. Like I said, message me if you have any questions. Don't feel embarrassed or anything. I also have, even message me for the link if you want the link to the sales page, or for more information, or where to sign up, and I can send that through to you. Sending you so much love, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye everyone. Okay, let's see. Goodbye Facebook, and how do I end this one on Instagram? End.